Hey, this is Rockman. Ow. Anyone watching this broadcast, I'm not feeling well. I'm in pain. You probably know that I've had serious back issues over the past few months. Everything seemed to be fine. When I got back from my trip to visit Song, everything was great, no back pain. And then my dad had me working at this job with Ratmus. We were carrying heavy boxes. Not that much. Well, heavy boxes and heavy other stuff, and unfortunately, it seems to have seriously ruined my back again. And I'm very much in pain. I can barely walk, and I'm very dizzy. I've taken a bunch of medications. Okay. As you can see, Song will be on Skype after she's done with all that. What we're going to be streaming today is, of course, my favorite game, Portal 2. This will not be a speed run. This will not be a timed run. Instead, I'll just be doing a 100% single-player achievement run. This is on the account Rock Scorpion, which I created a few weeks back when I did the... Was that a few months back? A few months back, whenever it was, where I did the recent Plants vs. Zombies stream, I created this account, so it's obviously only got that. So we're going to do the single-player Portal 2. Okay, that sound is really low for some reason. Why would it be that low? Wrong with the sound a bit, probably. This looks like Rock Scorpion and Rock Scorpion Plus. And start the timer, just kidding.
You have been in suspension for 15 days. In compliance with state and federal regulations, all testing candidates in the Aperture Science Extended Relaxation Center...
Okay, how's the volume? That volume should be good enough, I think.
You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look up at the ceiling. Good. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look down at the floor. Good. This completes the gymnastic portion of your mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise. There is a framed painting on the wall. Please go stand in front of it. This is art. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, stare at the art. You should now feel mentally reinvigorated. If you suspect staring at art has not provided the required intellectual sustenance, reflect briefly on this classical music. Good. Now, please return to your bed. Good morning. You have been in suspension for 9.
If you don't stare at the art, or if you don't look up or down like it tells you to do, it'll wait a second and then he'll just repeat himself and chastise you. It's like, no, please go and look at the art, or please do this. Please, it'll just keep saying that until you do it. Yeah.
I'm absolutely sure you're fine. There's plenty of time for you to recover.
Just take. Please prepare for emergency evacuation.
Stay calm, stay calm, prepare. That's all I say, prepare. It's all fine.
I mean, I guess I could
I'm gonna
have
get
done
some-
that for fun.
You might want to hang on to something. Word of advice.
If you'd mentioned it earlier, but it's really not that interesting.
You alright down there? Can you hear me? Hello?
Like, I'm sure if I don't jump or say apple,
Most test
Wheatley will
subjects
just,
do
you know,
experience
prompt me
some
again and keep
cognitive
doing it.
Deterioration after a few months in suspension. Now you've been under for quite
Sorry
a
if the
while,
rage
and
laundry
it's
noise
not
is
out
loud.
of the question that you might have a very minor case of serious brain damage. But don't be alarmed, all right? Although if you do feel alarmed, try to hold on to that feeling, because that is the proper reaction to being told. Do you understand what I'm saying? At all? Does any of this make any sense? Just tell me. Just say yes.
He's not saying anything, actually. I'm just ruining the speed run right here. Hey Fish, thanks for the host.
Okay, what you're doing there is jumping. You just jumped. But never mind. Say apple. Apple. Simple word. Apple. Just say apple. Classic. Very simple.
Now he's talking.
A-double-P-L-E. Just say apple.
Yeah.
Easy word, isn't it? Apple.
I've never heard that dialogue.
How
Thanks
do you
for the
use it in
host,
a sentence?
Lizard.
This apple's
Wow.
crunchy, you might say. I'm not even asking you for the whole sentence, just the word apple.
I've never heard this dialogue.
Okay, you know what? That's close enough.
Wow.
Just one time.
All reactor
They were
cores
just like, you know what,
are
screw
now
it.
functional. Please prepare for reactor core meltdown.
Okay, look, I wasn't going to mention this to you, but I'm in pretty hot water here. How are you doing down there? You still holding on?
Ha ha ha, Jolly, how's it going?
So, of course, the whole relaxation
Song that's the wrong
sentence
your.
stops waking up the bloody test subjects. Hold on.
And,
Tricky.
also, people hosting me are now considered
Why
achievements.
didn't you tell me anything? Why should I be kept informed? You know, about the life functions of the 10,000 bloody test subjects I'm supposed to be in charge of. Why? It's close. Can you see? Am I going to make it through? I've got enough space. Just gotta get through here. I just gotta
I think you misspelled "you've got a cute ass." I think that's what you meant to type.
When the management comes down here and finds 10,000 flipping vegetables. Right, go on, hit that one, hit that one. Okay, listen, we should get our story straight, alright? If anyone asks, and no one's going to ask, don't worry, but if anyone asks, tell them as far as you know, the last time you checked, everyone looked pretty much alive, alright? Not dead. Okay, almost there.
How you doing, Jolly? How you doing, Fish? I don't know where Lizard is. Is Lizard alive?
There's a piece of equipment in there that we're going to need to get out of here. I think this is a docking station. Get ready. Good news, that is not a docking station. So there's one mystery solved. I'm going to attempt a manual override on this wall. Could get a bit technical. Hold on. Almost there. Remember, you're looking for a gun that makes holes. Not bullet holes. But don't worry, you'll figure it out. Seriously, do hold on this time. There we go. Now, I'll be honest, you are probably in no fit state to run this particular type of cognitive gauntlet. But at least you're a good jumper. So you got that good jumping on your side. Just do your best, and I'll meet you up ahead. All right, off you go. That's the spirit.
Now, for those of you listening who weren't at the exact beginning of the stream, very briefly, I have horrible back pain again. My back hurts. I can barely walk. I have a headache. I'm dizzy. And this will be a 100% single-player achievement run, not a speed run.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Enrichment Center. We are currently experiencing technical difficulties due to circumstances of potentially apocalyptic significance beyond our control. However, thanks to emergency testing protocols, testing can continue. These pre-recorded messages will provide instructional and motivational support so that science can still be done, even in the event of environmental, social, economic, or structural collapse. The portal will open, and emergency testing will begin in 3.
Hey, Lizard, I thought of doing... I was like, how can I do Portal and make it interesting? And one of the things I thought of is, well, what if I call it Portal 2 Reverse Boss Order, and I just do the chapters in reverse order via chapter select? But I decided against that. I thought it would be too stupid.
Which vaporizes most Aperture Science equipment that touches. If you feel liquid running down your neck, relax, lie on your back, and apply immediate pressure to your temples. You are simply experiencing a rare reaction in which the material emancipation drill may have emancipated the ear tubes inside your head.
Too much work. I think it would just be a little too weird and not make sense for any purpose. Plus, it's not really boss order, it would be reverse chapter order.
Your test environment is
that even a thing?
Before re-entering a relaxation vault at the conclusion of testing, please take a moment to write down the results of your test. At Aperture Science...
How's your job going, Lizard? How's your Lizard stories? How's your, everything? You're still waiting to hear back from those people?
If the Earth is currently governed by a manner of animal thing, sentient cloud, or other governing body that either refuses to or is incapable of listening to us.
Hey, you made it! There should be a portal to the... Oh! Can you see the portal, Dad?
Are you excited? If you sub to Rockman for 9 months, you'll now get a pink Mega Man next to your name. Are you excited? Is anyone excited?
I'll wait 1 hour, then I'll come back, and assuming I can locate your dead body, I'll bury you. Alright? Brilliant.
It'll match your name color.
Some emergency testing may require prolonged interaction with lethal military androids. Rest assured that all lethal military androids have been taught to read and provided with 1 copy of the Laws of Robotics to share. Good. If you feel that a lethal military android has not respected your rights as detailed in the Laws of Robotics, please note it on your self-reporting form. A future Aperture Science Entitlement Associate will initiate the appropriate grievance filing paperwork.
Pasted. Oh. Is the rage laundry done?
This
Oh,
next test
well, yeah.
is very dangerous. To help you remain tranquil in the face of almost
Okay,
certain
there's an
death.
opportunity here to maybe get an achievement.
3, 2, 1.
And no. Sometimes you can do it where if you hit the portal, the cube will go on the button and it'll have enough momentum to land there itself, but I missed it that time. I have been able to do it in the past, but it's very like random and I can't figure out how to do it consistently.
You were talking, so I felt like interrupting you from talking.
That sounds like something you would do.
By the way, you completely missed a great opportunity just to tell me, like, Song, your dyslexia is acting up. Like, not only did you misspell you've, but you're, like, missing 2 words in your sentence. I mean, come on. You really should, like, revise your stuff. And I would have laughed. Like you can make those jokes.
Let's see.
Can I
Display. Global badge, channel
edit
badge.
appearance?
I don't see it under edit appearance.
Can change my channel badge and a global badge.
Yeah, like you can add or turn off Twitch Prime or Turbo, it's telling me,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't see anything about changing the subscriber part.
Like I could still have my cheer thing up if I felt like it.
Also, what is it? See recent raids. You have no recent raids. No! Interesting.
See, now I have that instead of. I guess because I'm a mod, like you get 3 things, so I get to choose what my 3rd thing is. I like the pretty snowflake.
You like that? Oh, okay. I just think the pink one would match Lizard's text color really nicely.
Yeah, okay, Lizard needs to cheer
Because this message is pre-recorded,
pretty much like
any
$250.
performance are speculation on our part. Please disregard any undeserved compliments.
To get the next doodad?
I don't know about the next doodad or not. I have no idea. That's just how much that's how much that cheer badgy thing is.
You're like, Lizard needs to cheer $250. Okay, get on it, Lizard.
Like, my next badge would show up in $166.68, which I'm nowhere near, and that's a orangey one.
Those should be the top 3 according to what I have, so congratulations.
I mean, I don't know if Ratmus is at pink yet. Because it might have been like at the 200. Can I watch that?
If the Enrichment Center is currently being bombarded with fireballs, meteorites, or other objects from space, please avoid unsheltered testing areas wherever.
Well, at least them giving me makeup ads makes sense. I'll accept makeup ads. Even if I don't wear makeup.
Let's see. Is 7570 plus 2430. This is not the barbecue, so we can do math. That would be 10,000. Or yeah. The portal peaky trick for this chamber, I can never do it consistently, so I don't really
The
bother.
Enrichment Center reminds you that although circumstances may appear bleak, you are not alone. All Aperture Science personality constructs will remain functional in apocalyptic, low-power environments.
Yeah, 500 is my next badge. So I'm guessing the pink might have been 250.
No, Ratmus, this is not a speed run. This is a 100% single player achievement run.
This is, don't listen to Wheatley. Whatever instructions he gives you, you do the opposite.
God help you.
Sure.
My suggestions are law.
Cobra's talking about more Metroid Prime 3. Good.
I still haven't had to change my batteries in my thingy.
Let's hope he finishes. In what?
If you are
Like, I played
not
Okami
ready,
yesterday and I still haven't had to change my batteries, even though
welcome. And remember,
I have to change them
testing
now.
is the future. And the
I keep
future
hitting the button and
starts
it just kind of
with you.
flashes at me.
Oh, your Xbox One controller.
Yeah.
Did you find that disrespectful, littering old man and beat him to death? Or something?
Sorry for the loud noise.
Okay.
Minus and plus. You talked about the positive and the negative side of the battery. Is that math?
That's not math, no. Positive and negative is physics. So that's
Cheers.
Good work getting this far, future starter. That said, if you are single-minded,
that's a good question.
or irradiated in
Where's
such a way
Doom
that
to
the
debate
future should not
this?
start
You
with
know,
you, please return to your
Doom
favorite
took a
time.
fuck ton of math. You know he took a fuck ton of math.
Because I'm sure like a lot of things in physics are
And
math,
Doom just comes in and goes to like, yes, a literal fuck ton.
but I don't know if you could call physics as a whole
To ensure that
equivalent to
sufficient power
math.
remains for core testing protocols.
Or maybe I should
all
just be
safety
asking the
devices have
barbecue.
been tested.
Rockman knows
Center research
exactly
will
where
run
I
down
would go to
questions
bury
or
a body
concerns about this
if
policy.
I was going to bury a body here.
What?
Up there!
I live next to a swamp.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh, brilliant! You did find a portal gun. Oh, do you know what?
I am
This was a
signing.
show.
Oh wait,
People
Ratmus,
with
can
brain
I sign
damage
into
are the
Rockman
main
Respect
in the end, aren't they? At the end of
to
the day?
do some
Well,
Okami stuff?
Okay, listen. Let me lay something on you here. It's pretty heavy.
Unless he was playing
They
something
told
on
me
his 360, which I don't know what he would be
never,
playing.
To disengage myself from my management rail, or I would die. But we're out of options.
Die. Yeah,
so
just let him
get ready
die.
to catch me, all right? On the off chance that I'm not dead the moment I pop off this thing. On 3.
Pretty
Ready?
soon, Song's gonna tell me
One.
about a video from the Try
Two.
Guys where they try to
3,
clean up a
that's high.
murder.
It's too high, isn't it? Really, that. All right.
I
Going
can
on
play
3,
as
just give it to
Grundy
me, quick.
on
Let's,
Lego
go
DC
on 1
Villains.
this time. Okay, ready? 1. Catch me, catch me.
So you want to dispose of a body on a Monday
I'm not dead. I'm not
so
dead.
Solomon Grundy can be born?
Plug me into that stick on the
Sure.
wall over there, yeah? And I'll show you something. You'll be impressed by this. Yeah, I can't do it if you're watching. Seriously, I'm not joking. Can you just turn around for a second? All right, you can turn around now. Bam! Secret panel. Got it open while your back was turned. And off we go. Look at this! No rail to tell us where to go. Oh, this is brilliant. We can go wherever we want.
You happy
Hold on,
applause?
where are we going? Seriously. Hang on, let me just get my bearings. Just follow the rail, actually. Oh, no. Yes, hello, no, we're not stopping. Don't make eye contact, whatever you do. No, thanks, we're good. Appreciate it. Keep moving, keep moving. Probably ought to bring you up to speed on something right now. In order to escape, we're going to have to go through her chamber. And she will probably kill us if she's awake. Okay, I'm going to lay my cards on the table. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go in there. Don't go in there. She's off. She's off. Don't panic over it. She's off. All fine. On we go. There she is. What a nasty piece of work she was, honestly. Like a proper maniac. Do you know who ended up taking her down in the end? You're not going to believe this. A human. I know. I wouldn't have believed either. Apparently this human escaped and nobody's seen him since. Then there was a sort of long chunk of time where... Ah! Oh, still held. Still being held. That's a great job. You've applied the grit. We're all fine. That's tremendous. Ah! I just looked down. I do not recommend it. Ah! I just done it again. This is the main breaker room. Look for a
Ratmus, I
switch.
don't know what the hell
that
you're
says
referring
escape
to.
pod. All right, don't touch anything else. Not interested in anything else. Don't touch anything else. Don't even look at anything else. Just, well, obviously you've got to look at everything else to find the escape pod. But as soon as you look at something that doesn't say escape pod, look at something else.
So
Look at the next
if I
thing,
was
all right?
feeling
Don't
better
touch
and I
anything
wanted
else.
to do
We'll
a
look at other
nice
things, but don't. You
long
understand.
stream, I probably do
You see it
Portal
anyway?
1 after this,
Yeah.
but if I can
tell you what,
finish
plug me
this
in
soon
and I'll
enough,
turn
maybe
the
I'll
lights
just stop and we can watch the last Top Chef.
You just want to know who wins.
on. That's God.
Well,
Even though I think I've told you and you didn't listen.
Really? Honest?
Probably, because
I'll
I
probably find
thought you
things as a
said.
moving on. No. Escape, escape pod.
All I remember was I thought you said that Richard didn't win,
Don't worry, I've got it.
and then I think you said Antonia didn't win, which obviously she didn't. So
Uh-oh.
who's left? It's Stephanie and Lisa.
Power up initiated.
Okay, don't panic. All right, stop panicking. I can still stop
And
this.
it's like obviously I hate Lisa.
Oh, there's a
I think
pass.
she's horrible.
It's fine, I'll just tackle it. Not a problem.
So I hope it's not her. It's probably her. I mean, I suppose we could also watch it tomorrow. Don't forget tomorrow is a movie night.
Power up complete.
I don't. Okay, listen. All right, new plan. Act natural. Nothing. Hello.
Oh, it's you.
You know her?
It's been a
Hey, Ratmus, look, it's
long
Hoopy the
time.
Hoop over there.
How have you been? I've been really busy being dead. You know, after you murdered me.
You did what? Oh no! No!
You mean in a song that you downloaded,
We
Lizard?
both said a lot of things that you're going to regret. But I think we can put our differences
It's like a
behind us.
Star Wars kid.
For silence. You monster.
Yeah,
I will say.
I guess
though,
I could
that
tell
since
this
you went to all the
story
trouble of waking me
very
up, you
vaguely.
must really,
I don't think I've ever mentioned this
really
before,
love
but
to
yeah.
taste. I love it too.
Probably
There's just
Ratmus
one small thing
downloaded
we need to
some
take
weird
care of first.
file off of LimeWire or whatever it was. I don't know what it was labeled or what it was called, but it turned out to be a person, I don't know who, singing like a made-up racist song with an actual song playing in the background. And the weird thing is for years I didn't know what song he was like singing to, and it turned out to be like a Beatles song that I didn't know. So like I think when we got our mom like the complete Beatles collection, we listened to all the songs, I was like, wait a minute, that's a Beatles song that racist kid was singing. That we have this weird like 30-second MP3 of.
When you throw them down here. The door
No, it was not
should
putting on the Ritz
be around
taco.
here somewhere. Once you find it, we can start testing, just like old times. There
I
it is.
can't remember. I can't remember in my head what song it was, and I don't want to start singing it because I might start singing
Good.
the racist
You have a
lyrics.
portal device. There should be a way back to the testing area up ahead. Once testing starts, I'm required by protocol to keep interaction with you to a minimum. Luckily, we haven't started testing yet. This will be our only chance to talk. Here, let me get that for you. Do you know the biggest lesson I learned from what you did? I discovered I have a sort of black box quick save feature. In the event of a catastrophic failure, the last 2 minutes of my life were preserved for analysis. I was able, well, forced really, to relive you killing me again and again, forever. You know, if you'd done that to somebody else, they might devote their existence to exacting revenge. Luckily, I'm a bigger
Ratmus,
person
I
than
read that for
I'm
a second,
happy to
like,
put this all behind us and get back
they
to
were the
work.
first people to use blackface in a music video as though it were some sort of milestone or achievement.
More or less. I don't have the actuarial tables in front of me. But the important thing is you're back. With me. And now I'm on to all your little tricks. So there's nothing to stop us from testing for the rest of your life. After that, who knows? I might take up a hobby. Reanimating the dead, maybe.
Actually, I need to rage laundry, so BRB.
And then he never comes back. Hey, you guy who stole my fishing bowl. I caught a blowfish. What? How do you accidentally a credit card? And yes, I did say that correctly. I've caught another blowfish.
Actually, 1 second. I'm gonna drink of water. And then I'll resume.
Starfish. Ah. Oh.
Ratmus, I forget, did you get that game yet? Or what?
Sorry about the mess. I've really let the place go since you killed me. By the way, thanks for that.
Sarcasm self-test complete.
Oh good, that's back online. I'll start getting everything else working while you perform this first simple test, which involves deadly lasers and how test subjects react when locked in a room with deadly lasers. Not bad. I forgot how good you are at this. You should pace yourself, though. We have a lot of tests to do.
Ratmus, was that a yes? You typed UES and didn't correct yourself.
This next test involves...
Ratmus, I finally cleaned and tested those games. Zelda for Famicom works fine, and I will stream it at some point in the future. I cleaned the Final Fantasy V, that works. I don't know what you wanted. He wasn't sure if he was going to keep that or give it to his friend. And then we got Final Fight and Dragon Ball Z fighting game for Super Famicom. Those both work. The Final Fight seemed pretty good, just like the Final Fight that we know. The Dragon Ball Z games sucked from what I played of it. I hope you didn't pay too much for that.
Discouragement redirection cubes. I just finished building them before you had your, well, episode. So now we'll both get to see how they work. There should be one in the
Look,
corner.
Tweetly.
Well done. Here come the test results. You are a horrible person. That's what it says. A horrible person. We weren't even testing for that.
Let's see, you should totally buy back your PS4 with that credit card. Also, Fish, does JC
Don't
Penney
let
even
that
still
horrible
exist?
person thing discourage you.
Yes.
It's just a data point.
I had to take my boss to JCPenney several times in December.
Mother's decision to abandon you on a doorstep.
It used to be pretty popular, in my area, in the Chicago area, with my mom, but it seems like they all just went away.
Well, online shopping is king.
I know, it's like Sears, that they still exist, JCPenney still exists, but they're dying. This is a secret radio song, by the way, if anyone didn't know. I think it's like an actual song by some band that probably never went anywhere, but they got to have their song in Portal 2. Can't really hear it, but it's a nice song.
Congratulations. Not on the test. Most people emerge from suspension terribly undernourished. I want to congratulate you on beating the odds and somehow managing to pack on a few pounds.
Kmart still exists, right? They didn't completely go away.
Kind of. Yes.
But they closed a lot of stores.
One moment. You're navigating these test chambers faster than I can.
I call it the manta ray.
So feel free to slow down and do whatever it is you do when you're not destroying this facility.
Also, Ratmus, apparently you bought 3 Super Famicom games, but we only had 1 more of those plastic sleeves. So Final Fantasy V and one of the other ones are sleeveless. Alright, let me not be like Xander and not screw up this do-dingle.
I'll give you credit. I guess you are listening to me. But for the record, you don't have to go that slowly.
He's like, wait, yeah, no!
This next test involves the Aperture Science Aerial Faceplate. It was part of an initiative to investigate how well test subjects could solve problems when they were catapulted into space. Results were high. Here's an interesting fact. You're not breathing real air. It's too expensive to pump this far down. We just take carbon dioxide out of a room, freshen it up a little, and pump it back in. So you'll be breathing the same room full of air for the rest of your life. I thought that was interesting.
Now, that was a little speedrun trick. Putting the camera on the button won't open the door, but it will trigger Gladys's long dialogue spiel, which will save you time.
Let's see what the next test is. Oh,
Now,
advanced
this
aerial
test chamber
test.
right here is an opportunity to
I've
get
gone soaring
3
through the air
achievements.
without a care in the world. I have to go to the wing that was made entirely of glass and pick up 15 acres of broken glass by myself.
That was weird. I just hit the start button and it was like saving game. I think maybe it was right at the moment of an autosave. But I'm going to make a manual save here, just in case.
Oh, sorry. I'm still cleaning out the test chambers, so sometimes there's
I'm
still
going to have to
trash
make sure
in
that I get
standing
a
around.
broken turret and a radio.
Try to avoid the garbage hurtling towards you.
Gosh darn it, I do not want these anymore. I got them.
Garbage. It's garbage. Press the button again.
Not the one I was aiming for.
That's not the first time you've said that. All right, one achievement is for putting a turret on a faceplate. Whee! There it goes. All right, now the other achievement. I gotta remember where the secret Ratman's den is. I believe.
You're a rat man.
Ratman's
No, that's my brother.
brother. I believe it's over there. Here it is. Secret radio transmission in the secret Ratman's den. And for my next trick, I'm going to put a cube on a button without touching it.
But I want to touch the button.
Well, I'm touching the. Well, you can touch the button, you just can't touch the cube.
Remember before when I was talking about smelly garbage standing around being useless? That was a metaphor. I was actually talking about you. And I'm sorry. You didn't react at the time, so I was worried it sailed right over your head, which would have made this apology seem insane. That's why I had to call you garbage a second time just now. Did you know that people with guilty consciences are more easily startled by loud noises? I'm sorry. I don't know why that went off. Anyway, just an interested... Oh, did I accidentally fizzle that before you could complete the test? I'm sorry. Go ahead and grab another one. Oh, no. I fizzled that one too. Oh well. We have warehouses full of the things. Absolutely worthless. I'm happy to get rid of them.
Not what I want.
And now we forget the frames and save the
Every
companion
test chamber
cube.
is equipped with an emancipation grill at its exit, so that test subjects cannot smuggle test objects out of the test area. This one is broken. Don't take anything with you.
And I left it in the hallway so Gladys didn't kill it.
This next test involves emancipation grills. Remember, I told you about them in the last test area that did not have one. The turbines again. I have to go. Wait, this next test does require some explanation. Let me give you the fast version. If you have any questions, just remember what I said in slow motion. Test on your own recognizance. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no thanks, Gladys. I already completed the test.
That's strange. Got a bunch. Don't have medium, large.
The aerial faith plate in here is sending a distress
So
signal.
you're playing
You
Okami?
broke it, didn't you? There.
Yes.
Try it now.
I'm doing the fishing right now.
What happened, right? I was just lying there. You thought I was...
This plate must not be calibrated to someone of your generousness.
Generousness.
You have to like catch every fish to fill out the fish journal or something.
Or one of every fish type, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's honestly not too bad of a thing to do, but it would be very boring to stream.
Victim loves watching fishing.
I'm having to catch a turtle. Like me, I'm sad. It's gonna be made into turtle soup.
Tonight I dine on turtle soup.
No.
Looky blue.
Look at you, sailing through the air majestically, like an eagle, piloting a blimp.
Alright, this next one I got a speed run.
What a fun fish. Bonito.
Enjoy this next test. I'm going to go to the surface. It's a beautiful day out. Yesterday I saw a deer. If you solve this next test, maybe I'll let you ride an elevator all the way up to the break room. And I'll tell you about the time I saw a deer again.
Fucking eagles.
Well,
There you have
passed the
it.
test. I didn't see the deer today. I did see some humans. But with you here, I've got my
Aperture
test
award
subjects all
unlocked.
I need. These bridges are made from natural light that I pump in from the surface. If you rubbed your cheek on one, it would be like standing outside with the sun shining on your face. It would also set your hair on fire, so don't actually do it.
No, I caught another turtle.
Excellent. You're a predator, and these tests are your prey. Speaking of which, I was researching sharks for an upcoming test. Do you know who else murders people who are only trying to help them? Did you guess sharks? Because that's wrong. The correct answer is nobody. Nobody but you is that pointlessly cruel.
Pointlessly cruel? I will look at that in a second, Rightness.
Yeah, it is.
Good news. I figured out what to do with all the money I saved recycling your one room
Yeah?
full bear.
My dogs will do that.
I'm going to laminate your skeleton and post
Especially
it
if you're
in a
saying
library.
words they know.
That way future generations can learn from you how not to have your unfortunate
You're like, you're
goals
saying
captured.
words.
Perfect.
And we know those words, but why are you saying them?
Somebody's going to have to
I got the
record
skip.
this.
I hardly ever do that.
I'll be right back. Don't touch anything.
I got through
Yeah.
the door.
Finally got the... hello.
That's a really hard skip to get on console.
Okay.
Are you going to highlight it? Going, look at what I did, everybody.
Where's the damn...
Maybe, what's it called? Bird!
I went and spoke with the door mainframe. Let's just say he won't be. Well done. In fact, you did so well, I'm going to note this on your file, in the commendation section. Oh, there's lots of room here. Did
Okay.
well. Enough.
Oh, finally, yes. That I needed. Looking for
This
you.
next test involves turrets. You remember them, right? They're the pale spherical things that are full of bullets. Oh wait, that's you in 5 seconds. Good luck.
Alright. I want to catch another marlin. I have a nautilus. I have a blowfish. I have a manta. I have a lobster. I have a striped snapper. I have a bonito, red snapper, sunfish, logger, turtle, moray, starfish, clownfish. So I have everything but I want marlin. Got. Okay.
To maintain a constant testing cycle, I simulate daylight at all hours and add adrenal vapor to your oxygen supply. So you may be confused about the passage of time. The point is, yesterday was your birthday. I thought you'd want to know.
Fish. What does the bird command do or play in your channel, if there is one?
You know how I'm going to live forever, but you're going to be dead in 60 years? Well, I've been working on a belated birthday present for you. Well, more of a belated birthday medical procedure. Well, technically, it's a medical experiment. What's important is it's a present.
Does the bird kill it? It's evil.
That jumpsuit you're wearing looks stupid. That's not me talking. It's right here in your file. On other people it looks fine. But right here a scientist has noted that on you it looks stupid. Well, what does a neck-bearded old engineer know about fashion? He probably...
Come on.
Wait, it's a
There
she.
you go.
Still, what does she know? Oh wait, It says she has a medical degree in fashion from France.
Everybody move. That was terrible. That was even worse.
Still being I'm going through the list of test subjects in cryogenic storage. I managed to find 2 with your last name. A man and a woman. So that's
Isn't that
interesting.
interesting?
It's a small world. I have a surprise waiting for you after this next test. Telling you would spoil the surprise. So I'll just give you a hint. It involves meeting 2 people you haven't seen in a long time.
Actually, I'm going to show this for the hell of it. Hey, Soldier Mon, how's it going?
Hey, Soldiermon, how are you?
But you guys haven't seen this Easter egg in a little while.
Oh yeah, this can be like this can either be like wonderful and you wake up refreshed, or sometimes you're like, I just want to sleep forever.
Beans.
It says this next test was designed by one of Aperture's Nobel Prize winners. It doesn't say what the prize was for. Well, I know it wasn't for being immune to neurotoxin. I bet you think I forgot about your surprise. I didn't. In fact, we're headed to your surprise right now. After all these years, I'm getting choked up just thinking about it. Initiating surprise in 3, 2, 1. I made it all up. Surprise. Oh, come on. If it makes you feel any better, they abandoned you at birth. So I
Reminds me
very
of
seriously
35th
now didn't even
anniversary
want to see
Uno, come
you.
to think of it. Makes the same fanfare, I think. I'll read that in a second, Lizard. I complete this chamber.
I feel awful about that surprise. Tell you what, let's give your parents a call right now.
To those parents who are trying to do not love you, please hang up.
Oh, that's sad. But impressive. Maybe they worked at the phone company.
Alright, Worm Man?
Hey, how's it going? I tore away onto the old nanobot work crew rebuilding this shop. They
Yeah,
are
some weird
brilliant.
dreams lately.
I know, Jerry. No, I'm on a break, mate. On a break. Ah! Just hang in there for 5 more. What, Jerry? You can't fire me for that. Yes, Jerry. Or maybe your prejudiced work site should have accommodated a nanobot of my size. Thanks for the hate crime, Jerry. See you in court, mate. Anyway, look, just hang in there for 5 more chambers.
Song told me about one of her dreams, but isn't it true, Song, that you normally don't remember your dreams? You told me, so that's pretty unusual.
I
right?
normally don't remember. When I do remember, they're usually because
Tragedy plus time, and you have been
I
asleep
like
for a while.
woke up
So I guess it's actually pretty
while
funny.
Yeah.
still being able to hold on to the dream.
If you wake up when you're in REM sleep, then you tend to remember. If not,
Exactly. But no, I tend to not remember, and typically my dreams are in third person, like how you would read a book kind of thing, or watch a movie. Very few times do I remember.
so what you're saying is, Lizard, when they sit around the house, they really sit around the house?
It's like I want to read that, and then I caught a fish, so I have to like finish catching the fish. No, it's a turtle.
Oh, that's somehow got off. That's how you do it. That's not how you do it. That's how you get your ass zapped.
All right. Going back up.
I
was stuck. Yeah, so my dream told me I was going to start my period. That's essentially what the whole dream was. Later on that day, I really hated it. So did Rockman. He had to suffer. Especially since he was in the dream, too.
I thought about a dilemma, and I came up with a solution that I honestly think works out.
And I think
best
part of the
for both
dream,
of us.
I literally wanted to go around and, like, rip off, like, happy posters and stuff. like how you have like tampon and pads commercials with like girls being happy and stuff. It's like they lie.
Federal regulations require me to warn
Sorry
you
to
that
hear
the
about
sex
the
test
anxiety
chamber
fish.
is looking pretty good. That's right. The facility is completely operational
Yep.
again.
The
Yeah, I
thing,
can understand that, fish.
the thing about me for waking up is a lot of times what happens is I set my alarm for, say, 11 a.m. and then I hit the snooze button and my alarm will then ring 9 minutes later. It's very common for me to keep hitting the snooze
I think
button,
these test chambers
hours.
look even better than they did before.
and so
It
like
was easy.
even the,
You
you know,
just have
even
to
though
do
I'm
things
waking up
objectively.
enough
See
to
what you don't
get
need.
myself half out of bed and hit the
And
snooze button,
that.
I immediately go back to sleep. So a lot of times the sleep cycle is, you know, it's waking me up, so then it's putting me right back into REM. And sometimes I'll have like weird dreams and actually remember them because that stuff is going on. I keep waking up and going back to sleep. Hey Grimlock, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while.
Tragic consequences. And real confetti this time. The good stuff. Our last bag. Part of me's going to miss it. But at the end of the day, it was just taking up space. What's going on? Who turned off the lights?
Hey, buddy. Speaking in a
Um,
accent that is beyond her
I may have told this story before, but it's probably been a long time.
No,
Fish,
I
something
can't.
happened to me while I was at college that really annoyed me. Where the fuck is the... Here, let me pause this. So one time I was in college, it was senior year, so I had a room to myself. It was a dorm for seniors, so there was 3 single rooms sharing a bathroom, and I didn't really talk to the other 2 guys, but like, you know, my room was right next to 2 other rooms and there was a bathroom. So one day I'm supposed to wake up for class, and somehow I wake up and I look at the clock and I don't know how much late, like let's say it was something like I was like 20 minutes late. My alarm was supposed to go off 20 minutes earlier, and I was like, oh no, and I panicked. I'm like, you know, I'm late. The alarm didn't go off, damn it. So I rushed to get into the shower, not realizing that the alarm did go off, but I somehow had it on snooze, and I just didn't remember that. So anyway, I come out of the shower, you know, 20 minutes later or something, and my alarm has been going off for like 20 minutes. And so I get to my room, I'm like, oh shit, I turn off the alarm, and then I hear this voice from one of the other rooms just yell out sarcastically, "Thank you!" for finally turning off the alarm that had been going for 20 minutes.
This is why you take shorter showers.
Well, that's why from ever since then, every time I wake up, 99.9% of the time, I spend like an extra minute making 100% sure that my alarm is actually off. And 99.9% of the time...
See, my alarms just don't
do
have
that.
to be that loud. But also, I usually just set multiple alarms so I don't hit snooze, but multiple alarms
Right,
go off
'cause-
to wake me up.
Because you use your phone as your alarm,
Well,
whereas I
even-
use a
even
normal
then,
alarm clock
I
with a
would set
snooze
it up.
button.
Why don't you just do it? Trust me.
And actually, I use that way on my phone because for some reason my phone snooze is 9 minutes when I want it to be 10.
Yeah, well,
And I don't know why it's 9
But,
minutes.
I guess that's a whole other conversation. Is like, why did somebody decide that snooze is 9 minutes? Because that seems to be the norm. I have no idea. But I probably have. It's probably the same exact alarm clock that I've had for I don't know how many years because the
And
damn
lots
thing
of
just
times-
works.
Like on the weekends, I like try to wake up at a decent hour. So I'll set alarms for like reasonable hour, and then 15 minutes past that, and then 15 minutes past that.
This way.
I mean, just today, I woke up at 7 a.m. and somehow I had been accidentally sleeping on my left side, and my entire left side of my body was numb. Like my ear was compressed, my elbow was hurting because there was no blood flow, like my knee was hurting. I had to get up and like walk around and do things for like a half an hour before I finally like got my body back to normal, so that I could get back to sleep. I don't know
Yeah,
how
I mean,
people
I can
sleep.
sleep during a thunderstorm, but I can't sleep with someone next to me snoring.
AKA
And
me.
part of it's a vibration thing. Like it's not fully a noise thing. It's vibration. Like I've had like dog sitting for people. They're like, oh, my dogs are used to sleeping with someone. So I try to like maintain a normal routine for them, but they like touch me, and then it's like this shiver going up my spine every time the dog breathes. Horrible. It's also really funny because sometimes I've tried to like take naps with my dogs, and they actively don't like it. They're like, I don't want to touch you when I'm sleeping. So my dogs are just like me. Like they'll fall asleep on you. They don't want to fall asleep next to you.
Yeah, I like song can't handle vibrations and stuff, and for me, I have trouble falling asleep, and I toss and turn a lot, and scratch and move and this, that, or the other. I'm very restless, I guess.
Ah, brilliant! You made it through. Well done. Okay, follow me. We've still got work to do. What's happening?
Oh, you get night terrors, Grim? I'm sorry. I know this can be really awful.
Okay, alright, so I've got an idea, but it is bloody dangerous. Here we go. Ah! Oh, God, they told me that if I ever turned this flashlight on, I would die. They told me that about everything. I mean, I don't even know why they bothered giving me this stuff if they didn't want me to use it. It's pointless. Ooh. It's dark down here, isn't it? They say that the old caretaker of this place went absolutely crazy.
Do you think we'll be able to get to the point where we can have a bed
you can still hear the
and actually sleep together in it and be fine?
All of them
Potentially.
indistinguishable from the originals. No memory of the incident.
I mean, the thing is, it's
absolutely terrifying.
right now it's too sporadic.
Yeah.
Or how about this?
This way.
I'm willing to try.
I almost got a job in
That's
manufacturing, but
if it would work or not.
Only an exact duplicate of himself.
All I can say is I could try. Certainly saves on buying mattresses.
Well, that's the thing about having your arm around somebody is then I, very quickly start to lose blood flow.
I was like, that's a blood flow. Yeah, exactly.
Having your arms in weird positions is awful.
No, I think it is perfectly normal for people to sleep like facing away from each other. Like that is a perfectly normal thing. Like I don't want people going like, oh, it's not romantic. No, it's normal. Okay. Like I hate breathing warm air. Like I don't want your face near my face when I'm trying to breathe.
And tell them how you also hate, what was it, hot pillow?
Yes, pillows should be cool and cold like the whole time. Ugh. I'm like constantly moving my pillow around so I'm on a cool pillow.
Where's the blood going, Lizard?
Turret redemption lines are not rides. Please exit the turret redemption line.
You are not the fish I'm looking for.
Is fish waffle the fish you're looking for?
No. I'm looking for a marlin.
Here's an achievement. stretch while we listen to this turret.
Prometheus was punished by the gods for giving the gift of knowledge to man. He was cast into the bowels of the earth.
How many times though have I fallen asleep on you when you were awake and so you couldn't move? And you were lovingly thinking of me as a hypocrite as I snored?
Like fully asleep 2 times that I can remember, probably.
Like that was like gone. And you're just kind of like, I'm stuck here now. Yep, yes you are. You're stuck.
That's all I can say.
No, I knew that after a little bit of time I was gonna wake your ass up.
You're so considerate and all those other loving things, aren't you?
Yep, I'm basically the best boyfriend ever, so yeah.
Am I supposed to be laughing at that? Am I supposed to be laughing? I'm mostly laughing at the tone you took on. I promise.
Template.
You just hear.
Template. Response.
Oh, brilliant! You made it through. Well done. Follow me. You're gonna love this.
Response.
I was talking with someone in chat about glitches in this game recently.
Only the
So far I
turret
haven't
controls
used
it.
anything that I would call a glitch.
See that
Until
scanner?
now.
It's deciding which turrets
That's
to
what you call a portal bump.
That should do it.
Template missing. Continuing from memory.
Oh, it hasn't done it. What do you have there?
Template. Response.
What are you? Oh, brilliant! That's brilliant.
New template accepted.
Whoa, when you get them by tomorrow, right?
It's too late. Classic. Okay, keep your eye on the turret line. I'm gonna go and hack the door open.
Response.
Okay, I'm about to start hacking. It's a little bit more complicated than it looked from your side. It should take
The
about
dialogue
10 minutes.
is really
Keep one eye
awesome,
on the door.
and you can sit there and listen to all of it, which is cool,
This door's actually
but at the same time
No,
my instinct is to go fast.
Wait, was there any sort of announcement before it opened, like a buzzer or an alarm of some kind, or like a hacker alert? I mean, fair enough. The important thing is it's open, but just mention it. Cough or something. All right, now she can't use her turrets, so let's go and take care of that neurotoxin generator. Bring your daughter to work day. That did not end well. And 40 potato batteries. Embarrassing. I mean, I realise they're children, but still, low-hanging fruit and all that. Barely science, really. I'm pretty sure we're going the right way, just to reassure you. Don't worry, I'm absolutely guaranteeing you 100% that it's this way. No, it's not this way.
Fucking Moray.
Okay, let's try this way.
That's because I'm a mad speedrunner. Ratmus, maybe we should have asked, are there specific dust sleeves for Super Famicom games, or do they just... Because the Super Nintendo ones don't really fit them that well.
This is the neurotoxin generator. Bit bigger than I expected. Not going to be able to just, push it over. Have to apply some cleverness. There's some sort of control room up at the top, so let's go and investigate.
Yeah, I mean, at this point we have so many Super Famicom games that just are using the same dust sleeves anyway. It's like, oh well.
I'm afraid the door's locked. Just checked it. No. What are you doing? You don't know what that button. Well done. Let's see what's it. Good news. I can use this equipment to shut down the neurotoxin system. It is, however, password protected. Alarm bells. No, don't worry. All right, not a problem for me. Do you smell neurotoxin? Hold on. The neurotoxin levels are going down. It's still going down. Stop going. Keep it up. That did it! Neurotoxin at 0%! Yes! Hold on.
Warning. Neurotoxin pressure has reached dangerously unlethal levels.
Well, Grimlock, if you ever want to speedrun Metal Gear Solid 1, DK loves doing that on his birthday, which is early July, I think. But yeah, my two best games to speedrun are Portal 1 and 2. And probably Mega Man 3, or Mega Man 2 would be third place.
They should take us right to her. I can't believe I'm finally doing it. Woo!
Those are the only ones where I would actually be competitive in.
I believed it. I was talking to myself. Oh, I'm loving this. I had a time. This place is huge, and we're only seeing the top layer. It goes down for miles. All sealed off years ago, of course. We should be getting close. Oh, I can't wait to see the look on her face. No neurotoxin, no turret. She'll never know what hit her. Hold on, because I might not have put this next button. Ah! What? I'm going the wrong way. Get to her. I'll find you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to ask him about that. Of course, this is not a speed run today, as I mentioned. If it was, I would have already been in the second half of the game by now.
I honestly, truly didn't think you'd fall for that. In fact, I devised a much more elaborate trap further ahead for when you got through this easy one. If I'd known you let yourself get captured this easily, I would have just dangled a turkey leg on a rope from the ceiling. Well, it was nice catching up. Let's get to business. I hope you brought something stronger than a portal gun this time. Otherwise, I'm afraid you're about to become the immediate past president of the Being Alive Club. Uh-huh. Seriously, though. Goodbye.
It's my bed yet. This is fun.
Oh, you were busy back there. Well, I suppose we could just sit in this room and glare at each other until somebody drops in. But I have a better idea. It's your old friend, deadly neurotoxin. If I were you, I'd take a deep breath and hold it.
Hello.
I hate you so much.
Warning. Central core is 80% corrupt.
That's funny. I don't feel corrupt. In fact, I feel pretty good.
Alternate core detected.
Oh, that's me they're talking about.
To initiate a core transfer, please deposit substitute core in receptacle.
George,
Substitute core accepted. Substitute core. Are you ready to start the procedure?
Yes.
Corrupted core. Are you ready to start the procedure?
no.
Oh, yes, she is.
No.
No.
Transfer procedure cannot continue.
Yes.
Unless a stalemate associate is present to press the stalemate resolution button.
Leave me in.
Not so fast. Think about this. You need to be a trained
No.
associate to press that button. You're unqualified.
Stalemate resolved.
Here we go. Wait, what if this hurts? What if this really hurts? Oh, I didn't think of that.
Oh, it will. Believe me, it will.
Are you just saying that, or is it really going to hurt? You're just saying that, aren't you? You're just thinking, on. It is going to hurt, isn't it?
No! Stop! No!
Wow! Check me out, partner. We did it! I mean, we covered the whole facility now. Whoa! Would you look at this? Not too bad, eh? Giant robot. Massive. It's not just me, right? I am bloody massive, aren't I? Oh, right, yeah, the escape lift. I'll call it now. bit cool. Look how small you are down there. Let me tell you, I knew it was going to be cool to be in charge of everything. But, wow, this is cool. And check this out. I'm a bloody genius now.
Estás usando este software de producción de forma incorrecta. Por favor, consulte el manual.
I don't even know what I just said, but I can find out. Oh, sorry, no, the lift. Yes, sorry. Yeah. This body is amazing, seriously. I can't get over how small you are. I'm huge. Actually, why do we have to leave right there? Do you have any idea how good this was? I did this. Tiny little Wheatley did this.
This is a good time to take a speed run break.
Oh, really? That's what the two of you think, is it?
Or the
Maybe
tumor.
it's time I did something.
Hey,
What are
Zoda.
you doing?
I'm just gonna get
Soda.
BRB.
And don't think I'm not onto you too, baby. You know what you are? Selfish. I've done nothing but sacrifice to get us here. And what have you sacrificed? Nothing. Sierra, all you've done is boss me around. And then who's the boss? Who's the boss? Ah! See that? That is a potato battery. It's a toy.
Potato.
And now she lives in it.
Potatoes.
Sorry, what?
Florida tumor.
No, not listening, not listening. No, no, you're lying, you're lying.
Oh, that's cool. I like how it's the
Not a
two different sprites.
Well, how about now? Now who's a moron? Could a moron opt you into this thing? Ah! Could a moron do that? No.
Was that the? Are you commenting on the noises I was making? I went upstairs to get a snack. You may have heard the cane I was using because I can barely walk.
My slow clap processor made it into this thing, so we have that. Since it doesn't look like we're going anywhere, well, we are going somewhere alarmingly fast, actually. But since we're not busy other than that, here's a couple of facts. He's not just a regular moron. He's the product of the greatest minds of a generation, working together with the express purpose of building the dumbest moron who ever lived. And you just put him in charge of the entire facility. Good, it's still working.
Holy shit, Doom, we're waiting.
Just in case this pit isn't actually bottomless, do you think maybe you could unstrap one of those long fall boots of yours and shove me into it? Just remember to land on one foot.
Does that mean you get to give Doom a slow clap?
Let's try to say in charge of something. A freaking Rombauer Chardonnay. Holy shit.
Yay, Doom's gonna be more fancy than usual. Yay! Do we give you the appreciation you needed, Doom? No, you're supposed to give Divine the appreciation.
What is Doom gonna pair it with? Well, I hurt my back earlier, Doom, and this is a single player achievement run of this. In case you thought it was a speed run, it's not. All that damn heavy shit that Ratmus and I were moving. Crazy old lady wants to do everything herself. She got an entire house to pack up and, I don't know, move or something because she's trying to sell it, but she's barely done anything in all the months that Ratmus has been painting windows. I don't know how she's ever going to be ready to move unless she gets like a whole bunch of people to help. It was not me and Ratmus. Right?
Welcome, gentlemen, to Aperture Science. Astronauts, war heroes, Olympians, you're here because we want the best. And you are it. So, who's ready to make some science? Now, you already met one another on the little ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson. I own the place. That eager voice
I'm J. Jonah Jameson Johnson.
There's a proud assurance you transmit in our industry service organizations personally oversee every one of them. So these pre-recorded messages will cover any questions you might have and respond to any incidents that may occur in the course of your science adventure. Your test assignment will vary
I
depending
did
on the
miss a
manner in which
cat.
you have bent the world
I found a
to your
cat
will.
that I did not feed, Doom.
Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know.
I am now climbing the cat tower. Again.
So for achievement's sake, that was a mistake. Just killed myself. Killing myself was not the achievement. That was not on purpose.
That's terrifying, yes.
Test starts.
I'm trying to get over here to talk to the doors.
Just a heads up, we're going to have a superconductor turned up full blast and pointed at you for the duration of this next test. I'll be honest, we're throwing science at the wall here to see what sticks. No idea what it'll do. Probably nothing. Best case scenario, you might get some superpowers. Worst case, some tumors, which we'll cut out.
I know you guys love Cave Johnson, so I'll let
If
the
you need to go to
dialogue
the
play.
bathroom after this next series of tests, please let a test associate know. Because
If someone doesn't love Cave Johnson, they're wrong.
Only temporary, so
I have
do
a
not
talking
worry.
portrait of Cave
Persist
Johnson
for a
on
week,
my
though,
wall.
Start worrying and come see us because that's not supposed to happen.
Do I have to let you keep that?
If you've cut yourself
That was
at all
my
in the
next
course of these
question.
tests, you might have noticed that your blood is pure gasoline. That's normal. We've been shooting you with an invisible laser that's supposed to turn blood into gasoline. So all that means is it's working.
I mean, your previous statement would seem to indicate, hell yes, that I'm totally fine with me keeping that.
Sure, I just have to take the batteries out.
That's fine. Shit. You don't want to
You can have it in Rockman's lair.
We're gonna have separate layers.
Mm-hmm. Like we could like stream in the same room at the same time.
We're gonna have a Rockman layer, a song layer, and a rock song layer, and everything will be fine until we start having kids.
And those are our kids. Streaming is our baby.
Shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
You heard it here first. I thought you were gonna say, who would ever stream in the same room as their child waking up at 3 a.m. and ruining the stream?
Something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
Pretty much what we have, Grimlock. I mean, I have my own layer for streaming at my house, and Rockman has his own basement layer kind of thing.
Informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here. I can talk about the control group all damn day. For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing leather pants, we took care of that too.
Meanwhile, Doom's like, all I need is my laptop and a wine cellar. My laptop and a Hyrule Fantasy, or Hyrule Historia to set it on.
Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one. And it does not like
Yeah, I wouldn't call what I do decorating. It's more like collecting.
You do a form of decoration in that you like things very neatly placed and spaced.
That is true. Like my
all these
refrigerator
science beers
magnets.
are made of asbestos, by the way.
Yeah, like those.
Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping.
How much do you want to just mess them up?
That's asbestos. Good news
Mostly to see a reaction. There's like no other need for me to do it other than just annoying you.
Hashtag that's asbestos.
I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean Counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive. Just a heads up, that coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
It's an account called Rock Scorpion that I had made for when I streamed Plants vs. Zombies a couple months back.
Now, if you're part of control group Kepler 7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you forgot it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast. I'm telling them, keep your pants on. All right, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time entirely, forward and backward. So, do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business. If you're hearing this, it means you're taking a long time on the catwalks between tests. The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction. I'm no psychiatrist, but coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink bras, that sounds like projection. They didn't fly into space, storm a beach, or bring back the gold. No, sir, we did. It's you and me against the world, son. I like your grit. Puzzle could use some work, though. Now let's solve this thing.
Those of you who are familiar with the achievements know what I'm about to do.
Oh, yeah, have fun with this shit. And if you do it, like, correctly early on, I'm gonna be angry at you. Oh shit, I just ran into an enemy.
Second try.
Science isn't about why, it's about why not.
So yeah, Rock Scorpion has half the achievements in Plants vs. Zombies. We're going for 100% single player achievements in this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 more. 6 more non-story achievements, actually. 6 more that I have to worry about. I got a list. Oh.
Box your stuff out the front door. Parking lot, car, goodbye.
Doom, I was looking at my random Xbox accounts, which I have a ton on these flash drives, and there was one called Dr. Light FTW, and I could have actually used that account because it seems like it was used to get somebody Professor Portal. It had one achievement for doing the first co-op chamber.
And hope we can count on you for another round of tests. We're not going to release this.
And the gamer picture for Dr. Light for the win is actually a picture of Dr. Light, because we have gamer pictures from like Mega Man 10 or Mega Man 10 and Mega Man 9. We have pictures where you can put for your gamer picture. So keep orange. Right.
Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts. And you've most likely used one of the many products we invented, but that other people have somehow managed to steal from us. Black Mesa
The Mesa can.
bankrupt. Finally. Now you might be asking yourself, Cave, just how difficult are these tests? Contract I signed. Am I in danger? Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to make $60? Cash. You can also feel free to relax for up to 20 minutes in the waiting room, which is a damn sight more comfortable than the park benches most of you
Gonna wait till
Oh,
Cave's
yeah.
done talking.
So, welcome to Aperture. You're here because we want the best, and you're in. Nope. Couldn't keep a straight face. Anyway, don't smudge up the glass down there. In fact, why don't you just go ahead and not touch anything, unless it's test related. Alright, we're working on a little teleportation experiment. Now, this doesn't work with all skin types, so try to remember which skin is yours, and if it doesn't teleport along with you, we'll do what we can to sew you right back into it. The average human male is about 60% water. As far as we're concerned, that's a little extravagant. So if you feel a bit dehydrated in this next test, that's normal. We're going to hit you with some jet engines and see if we can't get you down to 20 or 30%. If you're allergic to peanuts, you might want to tell somebody now, because this next test may turn your blood into peanut water for a few minutes. On the bright side, if we can make this happen, they're going to have to invent a new type of Nobel Prize to get us, so hang in there.
So since this is a 100% single player achievement run, we are not going to do the exploit of skipping potatoes here.
That someone did accidentally.
Yes.
That upset you?
It upset me greatly, yes.
Do I upset you sometimes?
Oh, thanks. Did you feel that?
Never.
He doesn't know what he's doing up there. His whole
How long did it take? You were just kind of like, okay, I could go either way on this, and will I win either way? Yes, yes, I will.
We're at an impasse. So what do you say? You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go. You stabbed me. What is wrong with you? Oh, do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be by magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go. Oh, where are we? How long have I been out? That extra half volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato before we get a chance to burn up in the atomic fireball that little idiot is going. Did anything happen while I was out?
The testing area is just up ahead. The quicker you get through, the quicker you'll get your $60. Carol, are the compensation vouchers ready?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson. Boy, did I just... Who is that? What the hell is going on here?
I already did. I played that around New Year's. Yeah, I did. I did Portal Stories Mel and Aperture Tag Paint Initiative and Thinking with Time Machine. And I'm trying to remember which one I liked the best. I think think I probably would have liked. I think I really liked like 90% of the paint, Aperture tag paint, but there were parts of it that really pissed me off and kind of ruined the game. But that might have been the best one overall, I think.
Okay, I guess emotional outbursts require more than 1.6 volts. Now we know that. We just need to relax.
Thinking with Time Machine had an interesting concept, but a lot of the puzzles were shit.
Those people in the portrait, they look so familiar.
I'm trying to remember what I thought of Portal Stories Mel. I think it got kind of long and frustrating. I had some frustrating parts with those games, but managed to do it. I think I tried to do them blind without help, but I think at several points I think I had to like break down and look some stuff up. Oh yeah, that's right. Was that you who said that? I remember someone saying that. Yeah, I played the story mode, not the advanced mode.
This on? Hey, listen up down there. That thing's called an elevator, not a bathroom.
I swear I know him.
I was after I played them, I think I tried to look up a couple of blind runs on YouTube. I saw somebody do a blind run of Thinking with Time Machine. And I noticed specifically in one test chamber, because he had played it years ago, compared to when I played it, whoever made it definitely changed a test chamber. Like, one of the test chambers had the person who made it had changed it by the time I got to it.
If you're interested in an additional $60, flag down a test associate and let them know.
I think originally there was an extra step, and thankfully he removed that extra step. Because I'm guessing it was just too much. So Doom, that's the wine you're having with pasta. I had some spaghetti and meatballs this week. I got some meatballs left to eat later tonight. That's all that's left, pretty much. I got some noodles and corn, actually. Oops, I forgot a step. Forgot a step, gotta go back. Gotta get blue over here. Whoops.
case you're interested, there's still some positions available for that bonus opportunity I mentioned earlier. Again, all you gotta do is let us disassemble you. We're not banging rocks together here. We know how to put a man back together. So that's a complete reassembly. New vitals, spit shine on the old ones, plus we're scooping out tumors. Frankly, you ought to be paying us. Thank you. I can't believe I'm thanking these people. For staggering your way through Aperture Science's propulsion gel testing, you've made some real contributions to society for a change, and for that, humanity is grateful. If you had any belongings, please pick them up now. We don't want old newspapers and sticks cluttering up the building. For many of you, I realize $60 is an unprecedented windfall, so don't go spending it all on, I don't know, Carolyn, what do these people buy? Tattered hats? Beard dirt?
Carolyn, why do I know this woman? Did I kill her? Or, oh my God. Look, you're doing a great job. Can you handle things for yourself for a while? I need to think.
Question on everyone's minds right now is that jump gel?
Welcome to the Enrichment Center. Since making test participation mandatory for all employees, the quality of our test subjects has risen dramatically. Employee retention, however, has not. As a result, you may have heard we're going to phase out human testing. There's still a few things left to wrap up, though. The bean counters told me we literally could not afford to buy $7 worth of moon rocks, much less 70 million. Bought them anyway. Ground them up, mixed them into a gel. Guess what? Ground up moon rocks are pure poison. I am deathly ill. Still, it turns out they're a great portal conductor. So now, we're going to see if jumping in and out of these new portals can somehow leach the lunar poison out of a man's bloodstream. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Let's all stay positive. Do some science. That said, I would really appreciate it if you could test as fast as possible. Carolyn, please bring me more pain pills.
Let's.
I've been thinking. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad! I don't want your damn lemons! What am I supposed to do with these? Demand to see life's manager. Make life rue the day and thought it could give Kane Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house
I get you that shirt?
To invent a combustible lemon that burns your house down.
Somebody did.
Okay, probably.
Yes. If we can store music on a compact disc, why can't we store a man's intelligence and personality on one? So I have the engineers figuring that out now. Brain mapping, artificial intelligence. We should have been working on it 30 years ago. I will say this, and I'm going to say it on tape so everybody hears it 100 times a day. If I die before you people can pour me into a computer, I want Carolyn to run this place. Now, sorry. She'll say she can't be honest like that, but you make her.
Oh no, Doom. What about all those CDs that you burned with David Wise music on them? Rip. What do you do in your electric car? Do you just, connect a Bluetooth headband to your brain and the song, the car plays the songs from your thoughts? It's literally that advanced. So yes, in other words. Are you saying that you put music on a flash drive, I guess MP3s, and then does it literally just plug into the car and it plays it from there?
Yeah, my car could have done that. Am I making good sad crying sounds?
I guess that makes iPods obsolete. This is where everyone in chat says they already were obsolete, Rockman. You're supposed to have an iPhone.
Actually, iPods and stuff are like Apple, whatever. Some of the MP3 players are phones and stuff. Like, I could have done the flash drive in the USB port, but it was harder for me to like change music or see what was playing versus if I used my phone. Like, it would send like what the title of the song was and things like that to the player, so I could like navigate through my console instead of having to navigate in a harder way. So there are still pros to some of like the devices like that.
So Doom, I could give you some, of my music, because I bet I have some obscure video game music that you like. And the problem is, ever since I got my new computer, I've been really lazy about organizing it. So maybe someday.
Well, was it 2 of my cars have specific, like, the specific iPod plugins. Like, they don't actually have USB plugins, they have iPod plugins.
I'm talking and I'm completely lost track of how to beat this test.
This is the one where you do it over and over again. Like, oh, I'm gonna like ruin something, so I'm just gonna go back and like undo my portals over and over.
Oh, my back is really hurting. Oh yeah, I somehow ruined this runway. I don't know what Rapmus is talking about, so.
Rapmus is talking about Rapmus things?
Does anyone really know what Rapmus is ever talking about? Like, guess I'm supposed to, but
Does Ratmus know what he's talking about? Yes.
Wait, I've got an idea. That poster. Go look at it for a second, would you? Paradoxes. No AI can resist thinking about them. I know how we can beat him.
Ratmus, why is Peter Wingfield Daily Tumblr a thing?
If you can get me in front of him, I'll fry every circuit in that little idiot's head. As long as I don't listen to what I'm saying, I should be okay. Probably.
Excuse me.
Okay,
Are you still doing your fishing?
plan to go confront another
No.
power that AI with. Still, it's a better plan than exploding.
I mean, I'm still playing the game, but I moved on from fishing. I did, I went around to other islands and stuff in the coast and found more, like chests and whatnot like that to open. And then I went ahead and one guy that I have to race 3 times, I went ahead and did the first 2 races, so I only had to do the last race on stream, for a bead.
God's sake, your box
I went
is
and sold a
with
bunch of my
legs.
treasures
They are
and
on purpose. Walking
stuff.
onto
So now I'm just going around and fighting enemies and increasing my thief glove power and just getting more treasures and stuff for future.
Oh, it's funny because we've been at this for 12 hours and you haven't solved it either, so I don't know why you're laughing. You've got 1 hour. Solve it.
Solve this puzzle for him. When he comes back,
Yes, I knew you'd solve it.
hey, moron.
Oh. Hello?
Alright, paradox time.
Yes. False.
True. I'll go true. Yeah, that was easy. I'll be honest, I might have heard that one before then, sort of cheating.
It's a paradox. There is no answer. Look, this place is going to blow up if I don't get back in my body.
False. I'll go false.
Explosion imminent. Evacuate the facility
I thought
immediately.
I'd fix that.
Warning. Reactor core is at critical.
There, fixed. Hey, it is great seeing you guys again. Seriously, it turns out I'm a little bit short on test subjects right now, so this works out perfect. And off we go. You have no idea what it's like in this body. I have to test all the time, or I get this itch. You know, it must be hardwired into the system or something. Oh, but I tell you, when I do test, oh man alive, nothing feels better. It's just I've got to test. I've got to test. So you're going to test, and I'm going to watch. Everything is going to be just
Warning. Core overheating. Nuclear meltdown.
I think we're in trouble.
designed this test myself. It's a little bit difficult. You'll notice the root area there, very deadly, extremely dangerous. Eventually, it's not at the moment, but I'm working on it, still working on it. Impossible, as it is to imagine, there actually is a solution, devilishly hidden.
Cobra is live,
Wait,
so I don't know if you're correct.
Does this chamber not give you that, like, what, not touching the cube achievement?
I don't know.
Go on.
Did I just, like, point something out that you just never thought of, and now you're just kind of like, shit, I don't know. Now I want to know.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're welcome.
Oh, yes. Oh, well done. Oh, that's tremendous. Oh, that felt really good. Oh,
Because then it kind of makes me think it's like,
why don't you just
that'd
keep
almost
solving
be like a,
this
just
test? It's like,
an achievement you'd get naturally then.
Yeah, that sounds much easier. Here we go. Now, do it again.
I don't know.
And nothing. All right, can't blame me for trying. Okay.
I don't think so, because I'm pretty sure I've seen people like complete the game and yet not get that achievement. So that
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I was like, I don't know. That's exactly my thinking.
Yeah, they just made it so that that specific one doesn't count for some reason. So
Maybe. I mean, it would make sense.
It shouldn't be hard to stay alive long enough to find him.
but you can get it in a custom chamber on Steam. I've seen it.
It's all right. Everything's good. I just invented some more tests.
This is one of my tests.
Not entirely. Not entirely. Look
Now,
at the little test there on the wall.
We gotta break the
That's right.
test chamber monitors.
There's like one fish that I just want so that I can have like one in my inventory of every fish. It's gonna be annoying. But I want it.
Come on, why did that not work?
Yes, I know how to fish.
Oh, bless your little primate brain. I'm not actually in the room with you. Am I? Technology. It's complicated. We can't grip the big old gold face.
Okay, so the bad news is the tests are my tests now, so they can kill us. The good news is, well, not so far to be honest. I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, made this test myself out of smaller tests that I found lying around. Jammed them all together. Buttons, got funnels, bottomless pits are involved. It's got it all. It's got it all wrapped in dynamite. Alright, okay, this is taking too long, okay? I'll just tell you how to solve the test, okay? See that button over there? Alright? Just...
That's why I can't help you solve the tests.
Never mind. Never mind. Solve it yourself. You're on your own.
I don't want to be on my own. Rockman. Don't let me be on my own. I want to be on my lonesome.
You know what? Not too many of around there. Monitors. I was actually thinking earlier today. I wish I had fewer monitors that were working. So you're just helping me really by smashing them. Oh yes. Well done.
All we had to do was pull that lever.
What? Well, no. You press the... Ah!
I know we're in a lot of trouble and probably about to die, but that was worth it. I thought of some good news. He's going to run out of test chambers eventually. I never stockpiled them.
I'm coming. Don't start yet. You are not going to believe this. I found a sealed off wing. Hundreds of perfectly good test chambers just sitting there. Filled with skeletons. Shut them out. Good as new.
Skeletons. Right, I guess I did stockpile some tests. Just as mementos, though.
And there we go. To be honest, you can't even tell, can you? Seamless.
What?
I'm not looking, I can't tell. It's like it's a spider. You broke it. Spider cube, does whatever a spider cube does. That's like all I know from that movie.
What movie? Spider-Man?
Okay, to clarify, I was
No,
being
it's like
facetious about
one of
wanting to get rid of monitors. They may actually be
Simpsons.
So,
Spider
maybe just
pig
avoid
does
smashing
what it, something. He's holding up a pig to the ceiling.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, here we go. There it comes. Ah. Oh.
Oh no, it's happening sooner than I expected. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Somehow it was Ratmus.
It's probably nothing. Keep
hurts.
Alright, so that last test was seriously disappointing. Apparently, being civil isn't motivating you, so let's try her way, alright? Fatty, adopted fatty, fatty, no parents. What?
What exactly is wrong with being adopted?
What's wrong with being adopted? Lack of. Yes, alright, okay. This is getting tiresome. I suppose you haven't got something better to do, to be honest. I know I have. But what have you done? You've proven that you can break screens. It's proven. Well done. Factual. Well done. Good. Aren't you, little Miss Clever? Little Miss Smashy Smash?
Smashy smash.
Thanks for the host, Sunrose.
I'm such a moron. Why can't you solve a simple test?
Hey, Sunny.
Push that moron thing a little too far this time.
Hi, Sunny.
Oh, he's playing classical music.
What's wrong with classical
Oh,
music?
sorry. Hope that didn't disturb you too much then. It was the sound of books. Pages being turned. So that's just what I was doing. Just reading books. So nothing more. Anyway, just finished the last one. Just now the hardest one. Machiavelli. Do not know what all the fuss was about. Understood it perfectly. Have you read that one? Yeah, doubt it. Well, on with the test. Wish there was more books. Well, there's not.
I'm not sure about where exactly to place this portal to get it to smash this thingy.
Smash, 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 smash. You're a smash, 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 smash. Smash, 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 smash. Smush, 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 smush. Smush, 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 smush.
Look at this close. Look, it just missed.
Sorry, does it actually make you feel good doing that?
Got it.
Because, it's not impressive. No one's impressed. It's just glass, isn't it? Fragile. A baby could smash one of them. It's not impressive. You know what? There are. Oh, what was that? There was nothing! There was nothing!
The body he's flying in, my body, has a built-in euphoric response to testing. Eventually, you build up a resistance to it. It can get a little unbearable unless you have the mental capacity.
How have you been, Sunrose? How's the weather?
I was in a bit of science. Him,
It's fine here. My back is broken.
if he's not getting his solution euphoria, we could be in a lot of trouble.
Don't mind me, just moving the old test chamber a little bit closer to me. And I thought maybe proximity to the test solving might give us stronger results. What was that? Oh, sorry, it was before you said something.
He's taking us
Didn't you say that yesterday?
Voice is like a
Or is it the same problem?
I mean, honestly, it's it's crazy. I mean, you must have been running around for hours. I'm surprised you got the energy to smash screens when you did it. Honestly, I'd have a little lie down. A nap. Are you absolutely sure you're solving these correctly? I mean, yes, you solved it, but I'm wondering if maybe there's a number of ways to solve them, and you're picking all the worst ways. No, that was the solution. Ah, what am I missing?
Like, do you have an estimate about maybe when you will get it back? Or have they diagnosed it yet or anything?
I think he's getting desperate. This is not good.
Hannah Brainwave, I'm going to tape you solving these, and then watch 10 at once. Get a more sort of concentrated burst of science. Oh, on a related note, I am going to need you to solve these 10 times as fast. Anyway, just give me a wave, would you, before you solve this one, alright? I don't want to spoil the ending when I watch it later.
So they don't actually say, like, this is your problem. This is how we fix it.
This was a speed run. I would be done already.
Oh, this is an ignore weekly run.
Wait a second. Last week in the face first. Too low.
Yes. I wasn't gonna go there. I was just gonna be silent on the edge. I was like, nope, not gonna say anything.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like an insult to me.
Hello, Mr. Apollo.
Oh, you just solved it, didn't you? I told you to tell me. Ah, why are you making this so hard for me?
Good boy.
I told you that he was specifically designed to make bad decisions because I think he's decided not to maintain any of the crucial functions required to keep this facility from exploding.
Like, most of the time, Apollo, like, gets up just fine. And then other times he's like, wait, can I actually do this? And it's like, you've done this thousands of times. Why are you doubting yourself now?
This place is self-destructing, you idiot.
Was self-destructing already fixed. Programmed in one last tremor for other times later. One or two more tremors in there just for fun.
Warning. Core overheating.
I let him keep his job. I'm not a monster. Ignore what he's saying, but just keep on testing. There's another one. There goes another one. They're not inexpensive. I'd just like to point that out. It seems unfair, smashing screens. You can give them to people. If you're going to, instead of smashing them, unscrew them and give them to like a homeless person. I don't know what a homeless person would do with them. But you get my point. It just seems, and you can unscrew them, I don't know what it is, but just stop. All right, still nothing. Let's keep moving. Sorry about the lift. It's out of service. Is it melting? Might as well, give me the tour. To your left, you'll see some lights of some kind. Don't know what they do. Very exciting. And to the right, something perfect to what? Oh God, run! That's not supposed to be here. Are you all right there? Here, I'll turn the beam off. Wait! Oh no! That's not helpful. I don't know why I thought that would help.
After seeing what he's done to my facility, after we take over again, is it alright if I kill him?
Is it alright if she kills him? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, just getting a test
I know
ready.
you do.
You, obviously, who else would I be doing it for? No.
Yes, but I'm asking about
Let's see
you.
here. Exit. There is no exit. Not a problem. I'll make an exit for your test. There. Ding. Good. Perfect. Off you go. I'll be honest, after you told me to turn that beam off, I thought I was poking around for other test subjects. No luck there. Everyone's still dead. Oh, I did find something though. Reminds me, I've got a big surprise for you two. Seriously, look forward to it. Yeah, just wanted to flag up. It's not like I've got hordes of replacement monitors just lying around back here in the old warehouse so I can just wheel out and bolt back on. I didn't order in loads of spare monitors thinking some crazy woman's going to go and smash them all. Sorry if that's my fault. Sorry if I didn't have the forethought to think, she might go crazy one day and just smash all the monitors instead of just getting on with things. Sorry I didn't think of that. You two are going to love this big surprise. In fact, you might say you're going to love it to death. You'll love it until it kills you. All right. I don't know whether you're picking up on what I'm saying there, but
Yes, thanks. We get it.
What the fuck is going on now?
Alright, he's not even trying to be subtle anymore. Or maybe he still is, in which case, well, that's kind of sad.
Just started loudly pouring rain outside. We got one monitor left to break, I believe.
Either way, I get the impression he's about to kill us.
carry on. Only 3 more chambers to your big surprise. Oh.
Not it.
Now to get this last monitor, you need to leave one turret alive. And you can glitch it. Damn it. Okay, that was way too soon. What's going on there?
They're not even your streets, they're great. It's vandalism. It's pure
Here's the
vandalism.
achievement.
You wouldn't do that if this was your house.
Yay.
If I came round your house, smashing your telly to bits, you'd be furious, and rightly so. Unbelievable.
Smash the telly.
Oh, you solved it. Good. Good one. Good for you.
So, he's inexplicably happy all of a sudden, even though he should be going out of his mind with test withdrawal.
Alright, only one more optional achievement to go.
What did he find back there?
One plot related or non-plot? What?
I said optional, so non-plot
Option.
related.
I did not hear optional.
I'll bet you're both dying to know what your big surprise is. Well, only 2 more chambers.
We're running out of time. I think I can break us out of here in the next chamber. Just play along.
Surprise! We're doing it now.
Okay, credit where it's due. For a little idiot built specifically to come up with stupid unworkable plans, that was a pretty well-laid job.
You've probably figured it out by now, but I don't need you anymore.
Oh, my legs.
Specifically for testing.
Oh no, he found the cooperative testing initiative. It's something I came up with to phase out human testing just before you escaped. It wasn't anything personal, just, you know, you didn't kill me, fair safe. Well, this is the part where he kills us.
Huh?
Hello, this is the part where I kill you. Had a bit of a brainwave. There I was, smashing some steel plates together, and I thought to myself, yes, no, don't do that. No, stand right here, stand. Where'd you go? Come back. No, seriously, do come back, please. Come back, please. Oh, you came back. I didn't plan for this.
Hey, remember that time I followed Gladys's orders and got an optional achievement
Could you just jump
by
into that
accident?
pit? Would you just jump into that pit for me? Would you just jump into
I'm
that
sure a
pit?
lot of people have done that.
That deadly pit.
No, but you were specifically kind of like, oh yeah, cool, you got the achievement. And I was like, I did that on purpose, or like,
Because you thought you were supposed to.
Stu, and you were just kind of, then you got sad. And then you were just kind of like, no, why, no.
Has anyone actually listened to Wheatley and jumped into the pit here because they thought it was the right thing to do?
And what else
I guess if you
is down there?
really liked
This
Wheatley's
is a new
accent.
jumpsuit. Very trendy. Designer jumped from France down there, which is at least exactly your size. And if it's a bit baggy, we got.
Wasn't that like your first
we
stream?
can take it in for you.
World 2?
Well, my first stream was Mario Maker. But yes, Portal was my first, like, game. Full game.
Boys! Loads of boys, fellas, hunky guys down there, possibly even a boyfriend. Who's to say? I'm not sure at this stage. But a lot of good looking fellas down there. And a boy band as well. That haven't seen a woman in.
Because I needed small, like, testy things to stream before I really started streaming in January.
A farm, a pony farm, and just jump down, would you?
You actually do have brain damage, don't you? I can't believe you came back.
Oh, yeah, good. That's gonna work.
It wasn't anything personal, just, you did kill me. Fair.
Really? It auto-saved here?
Well, this is the part where he kills us.
Hello, this is the part where I kill you. Had a bit of the brainwave. There I was, smashing some steel plates together, and I thought to myself, yay! No, don't do that. Stand right here. Stand. Where'd you go? Come back. No, seriously, do come back. Please, come back, please. Okay, look, I've decided I'm not going to kill you, okay, if you come back. Oh, just thinking back to the old times, the old days when we were friends, good old friends, not enemies. And I would say something like, come back, and you'd be like, yeah, I'm coming, and you'd come back. What happened to those days? Can't help but notice that you're not coming back, which is disappointing. Oh, I've got an idea. Yes, in your face, I got one.
I'm in full endgame speedrun mode.
Should I talk about boobs?
Really?
Should I talk about that? Like, so today I was behind a car. I already told Rockman this. And it had this, like, it looked like a decal on, like, the back window. And it looked like it kind of went up onto the roof of a car. And I was just looking at it like, why would someone have sperm decal on their car? And I just kind of kept looking at it because I was at a stoplight. And I'm just like, and then I was like, wait, that's bird crap. It was just like this perfect white circle and then one squiggly line underneath it. It was like perfectly shaped. And I was what? It was just like it was like it was nicely like spaced out, and they were all facing like the same direction. Yeah. So that's what I was like. I couldn't decide if my brain thinking that was a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, it's a bad thing.
Well, the person should did their not have that. Like, how did they get that much? Like, I don't want to say like, how did their car get that much bird crap on it? Because I mean, there's tons of places you can park where that would happen. But I was just like, what?
Stay still, please. All right, stop moving. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Come back, come back. Did something break back there? Oh, did it kill you? That would be amazing if it killed you.
Did it kill you? Did you die? Am I distracting you yet?
I'm gonna be back. Don't die till I get
doing
back.
a good job. No, you're doing a horrible job. Shit.
There's nothing you can say that could distract me from sleep mode.
I'm pregnant.
I hope you laughing distracts you more from the game you're playing.
I'm
serve you
still
right.
reeling my fish in. Thank you very much. I like to have one of each fish, and you can get another marlin, and I haven't gotten one, and it's annoying, and they only come out at night.
They only come out at night.
At least it's like sunsetting now, but still.
In the incinerator, year 2, cryogenic refrigeration wing, and 10 years in the chamber I built where all the robots scream at you. Then I'll kill him.
But yeah, I'm at a point where my Thief's Glove will do like one hit will kill a lot of like the lower enemies, but they still have like really good random drops for the thief thing. Like I can get nice treasures and stuff. I can just like, I need money, I just go to Sinishu and go fight some enemies and just hit them with one shot and kill them and get treasure and stuff, and it's like, ta-da, money.
Very close to my lair. Lair. It's weird that first time. Okay, I'll take that as a no then.
Get over here, you fucking turtle.
You know, I'm not stupid. I realize you don't want to put me back in charge. You think I'll betray you? And on any other day, you'd be right. The scientists were always hanging cords on me to regulate my behavior. I've heard voices all my life, but now I hear the voice of a conscience, and it's terrifying.
Because it's my
It's
conscience.
my voice. I'm being serious. I think there's something really wrong with me.
It's because you know about Carolyn. Carolyn wasn't.
Corrupted cores, we're in luck. You find a way to stun him, I'll send you a core, and then you attach it to him. If we do it a few times, he might become corrupt enough for another core transfer. Plug me in and I'll take the plug. Even if you think we're still enemies, we're enemies with a common interest. Revenge. You like revenge, right? Everybody likes revenge. Well, let's go get some.
Well. Welcome to my lair. Let me just flag something up.
Lair.
Up there,
Lair.
it's going to self-destruct in about 6 minutes. I'm pretty sure it's a problem with the light. I think the light's on the blink, but just in case it isn't, I am actually going to have to kill you, as discussed earlier.
Sorry, everyone, with that white gel.
And then a minute break, which
White
will
goo
leave 2
everywhere.
minutes to
Just
figure
spraying
out
everywhere.
whoever's
White
starting on the
goo.
So anyway, that's the itinerary. Also, I took the liberty of
Never
watching
do
the
that.
tapes of you killing her, and I'm not going to make the same mistakes. 4-part plan is this. 1. No portal services. 2. Start the neurotoxin immediately. 3. Bomb-proof shields for me. Leading directly to number 4. Bullets. Throwing in. You know what? This plan is so good, I'm going to give you a sporting chance and turn off the neurotoxin. I'm joking, of course. Goodbye.
Neurotoxin level at capacity in 5 minutes.
That's sounded real. No, that was actually an impression of you. Actually, because you just fell into my trap, my brilliant trap.
Trap.
Because I wanted you. Ah!
Warning. Core corruption at 50%. Vent system compromised. Neurotoxin offline. Reactor explosion in 4 minutes.
What happened? What happened? What have you put onto me? What is that? Hold on. Ah!
Quick, what's the situation? Hey, how you pretty lady? Name's Rick. Well, you out having yourself a little adventure. What are you
Oh,
fighting back?
Rick.
You got that under
I
control?
love Rick. He's so much fun.
Warning. Core corruption at 75%. Reactor
You
explosion.
know what? Can't I get this, like,
Reactor explosion uncertainty.
in the other
Emergency
place maybe
protocol
more easily?
initiated. This facility will self-destruct in 2 minutes.
Enough! I told you not to put these cores on, but you don't listen, do you? Right. Ah!
This one should do it.
You are about to get me here.
Yeah. Okay. I can get that in the other place, and then it'll be much easier probably there.
The automobile brake was not invented until 1895. Before
1. Core corruption at 100%.
100%.
Hey, Doom, you know how you can, like, 100% Super Metroid faster than most people can even beat the game any percent?
Corrupted core. Are you ready to start?
What do you think?
Yeah.
As yes.
No. You pick up on my sarcasm.
Well, what about the fact that, you know, I was not even doing a speed run of this game. I was going slowly and talking and pausing and taking breaks, and I got every single fucking optional achievement, and yet I still beat it in under 3 hours.
Stalemate resolution associated. Please press the stalemate resolution button.
Do not press that button.
Well, aren't you impressive?
No! Do not
I am
do
very
it.
impressed,
I
yes.
forbid you to press it. Don't press that part. I booby trap the stalemate button. What? Are you still alive? You are joking.
Still alive.
Kidding me. What? I'm still
Damn right I'm
control.
still alive.
And I have no idea how to fix this place. Oh, you have to.
And time. Ow, my back.
Space! Ah! Ah! Let go! We're in space! Ah! Let go! Let go! I'm still connected! I can pull myself in! I can still fix this!
I already fixed it, and you are not coming back.
Oh no! Change your plans! Hold on to me! Tighter! Ah! Grab me! Grab me! Grab me! Grab me!
That just happened. Avatar War just happened.
Oh, thank God, you're all right. You know, being Carolyn taught me a valuable lesson. I thought you were my greatest enemy, when all along you were my best friend. The surge of emotion that shot through me when I saved your life taught me an even more valuable lesson, where Carolyn lives in my brain.
Carolyn, delete.
Goodbye, Carolyn. You know, deleting Carolyn just now taught me a valuable lesson. The best solution to a problem is usually the easiest one. And I'll be honest, killing you is hard. You know what my days used to be like? I just tested. Nobody murdered me, or put me in a potato, or fed me to birds. I had a pretty good life. And then you showed up. You dangerous, mute lunatic. So you know what? You win. Just go. Oh, it's been fun. Don't come back.
Some pump wants to get in on it. Yep, sorry, Dragmire, you blamed Yoda. That's totally accurate, Doom, and I hope if anyone ever asks me, although
except I wasn't laughing under the circumstances. I've been shockingly nice. You want your freedom today. That's what I'm counting on. I used to want you dead, but I only want you gone. She was a lot like you, maybe not quite as heavy. Now little Carolyn is in here too. One day they woke me up so I could live forever. It's such a shame the same will never happen to you. You got your choice and I play. That's what I'm counting on. I'll let you get right to it. I only want you gone. Goodbye, my only friend. Oh, did you think I meant you? That would be funny if it weren't so sad. Well, you have been replaced. I don't need anyone now. When I delete you, maybe I'll stop feeling so bad. Don't make some new disaster. That's what I'm counting on. You're someone else's problem. Now I only want you gone. Now I only want you gone. Now I only want you gone.
wish I could take it all back. I honestly do. I honestly do wish I could take it all back. And not just because I'm stranded in space.
In space.
I know you are, mate. Yeah, we're both in space. Anyway, you know, if I was ever to see her again, do you know what I'd say?
In space.
I'd say, I'm sorry. Sincerely. I am sorry I was bossy and monstrous. And
My bro.
I am genuinely sorry.
In space.
The end.
Alright, let's check all the achievements that we got today. So, I guess these achievements don't have timestamps. I guess because the account isn't online, it's connected to the internet.
Oh no, how are you going to deal with no timestamps? It is forever ruined.
Well, to do that, Dragmire, I would need a second player, and it would have to be local since this thing doesn't have gold.
That's why you have a brother, right? This is where you can totally come back with, this is why I have a girlfriend, right?
The song is 800 and something miles away.
Yeah. I mean, if that account had gold, I could do it.
Yeah. Portal 2 is on the list of games for Ratmus to stream at some point, because you know, I've streamed Portal 2 many times, obviously, and I've streamed Portal 1 many times. Ratmus streamed Portal 1 where he played it. So at some point, I'd like, you know, you guys to see Ratmus play Portal 2, the single player, and then me and Ratmus could also do the co-op, you know, as well. So, yeah. So that's something that we could do in the future. So, future. Tomorrow is Rockman and Ratmus. He's coming over for more Dead Rising 2 off the record. We're doing that playthrough with Denise the pharmacist and the orange juice. And tomorrow is movie night, Wayne's World 2. And Saturday evening I'll be starting Final Fantasy VI, and I'll post more information about that probably tomorrow. So as far as people that are streaming, Daikon is actually streaming Super Paper Mario.
Yeah, I saw that he tweeted that.
Interesting. I believe Zoda is doing that weird randomizer when he's doing Red Dead Redemption. Cobra is, of course, doing Metroid Prime 3. We're going to raid Cobra, so that's the end of the stream. Thanks for watching and hosting and whatnot, everyone. Blake, Snook. So yeah, that's in the stream. Bye everyone. Thanks for watching.